On the radio in Fort Myers, 105.5 The Beat. Okay. I was down there with DJ Quest, 007 and all of that. And I think we might know one or two of the same people that I'm going to ask you off the air. But we have a Florida legend. You guys know I love everything that's legendary in Florida. But now we're in Tampa. We're talking about the king of Juke City.
Yes, sir.
Let's introduce Tampa Tony. Tampa Tony, what's going on?
Hey, what's going on, man?
There's a lot going on. I'm familiar with your story.
Okay.
And you do have a great story. I want to know. I'm trying to figure out where exactly we should start. What are you currently working on? What do you got going now?
Right now, I'm working on my new project, my EP that I'm getting ready to drop in like 2 months. Also working on my invention that I invented.
We're gonna get to that.
Yeah. Because this is the new wave now. You know, it's amazing.
All right, I've been watching a lot of interviews about you. I've been watching a lot of just stuff that I didn't know about. Mm-hmm. I knew about the broad strokes. I knew about you being the king of Juke City. I know about Tampa Tony. Everybody knows Tampa Tony. I also knew that when President Obama commuted like 71 sentences of different people, and you were one of them.
Yeah.
And you were serving a life sentence.
Yes, sir. A life sentence, man. And here today. Mm-hmm. Thank you, God.
Did you see that coming? Did you when you were convicted? And now, let me correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
You were. All right. See, this is kind of technical because you got busted. Was it 21 kilograms? Yeah. But it wasn't cocaine. It was concrete.
It was sheetrock.
Sheetrock.
Yeah.
So what was the actual charge? That you can't get a distribution charge on sheetrock. It's a conspiracy to distribute.
Yeah, they give you all that because what they did was they actually had the actual cocaine, but they switched it out, thinking just in case I bucked on them and I got away, the drugs won't hit the streets.
Right.
So they had the actual 21 keys of cocaine. They just used it on the when they came to set me up. They just used the sheetrock.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's just go back. Let's go back in the beginning. Mm-hmm. I want to talk about your music first. I'm gonna play a couple of things really quick, and I just want to get your opinion on them when you hear them. I'm gonna play. Okay. I'm gonna play this first.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Trick Daddy, Kanye, and Tampa Tony, jump on it.
Yeah.
What do you think when you hear that?
Man, that was like...
What does that take you back to?
That take me back to Miami. Mm-hmm. In Miami, at Trick House, he introduced me to giving me the beat. And I'm like, man, I like this. Because Scott Storch did that track.
Okay. Now, what point was this in your career?
This was like, I'm rising. I'm getting higher and higher. So it's like, you know, he respected my drive, how hard I work. So he was like, bro, we have to do a song. Like, we got to do a track together.
Okay. Maybe I didn't go back far enough. What do you think? I actually messed up. I didn't go back far enough. What do you think when you hear this song? Once again, we're talking to Tampa Tony.
Dang. Oh, man. Yeah.
Where does that take you?
Now, that take me back, way back to Miami.
This is when it was all a dream, right?
It was all a dream right here.
Okay.
This is at the point where I decided that I was going to rap. Because at first I started out a DJ.
Okay.
This is my cousin, Nas D. And he took me on my first show. It was in Washington, D.C.
So now, were you actually his hype man?
Yeah, I was like his hype man.
Okay.
Yeah. So he took me on the show. And when I seen all these people, like, first off, when we got off the plane, because I had never been on the plane, so I was, like, freaked out when they just flew us to Washington, D.C.
How old were you?
I think I was, like, 14, 15.
Right, and what year was this? This was in the 90s?
This like the early 90s.
Early 90s.
This like the early 90s.
Yeah.
And when I seen the response, when we got off the plane and coming through the airport, it was a guy had a sign saying MC Nas D.
Right.
So I tapped him. I'm like, bro.
They want you.
They want you, man. He like, no, man, that's the driver. I say, the driver to what? He said, no, they got the limo. I
And
said,
this is
the
blowing
limo.
your, this is blowing your mind, 15.
Yeah, I'm like, man, I haven't been in the limo unless it was a funeral. You know what I mean? So I'm like, we finna get in the limo?
Right.
So I'm like, so I hit him. When we in the limo, I hit him. I'm like, bro, I'm going to rap. He like, man, come on, man. I said, man, I'm going to rap.
That's when it was locked in.
Yeah, I'm like,
I want to be a rapper.
I want to be a rapper.
I want to ride in limos.
And the reason why I'm bringing that up is because that was kind of the jumping off point for you, as far as that dream of being a rapper. And you go, I can do this.
Everything about that show made me want to be, because when we got to the show, it was like Jade, Silk, Tupac, Farside, Onyx, Roger, Trap. It was so many artists on the show, and he had been telling me about, they was cool with Silk and Jade, and I'm like, yeah, okay, So now when we get to the show, and they like, D, what's up, and giving them hugs, and I'm like,
this is real.
This is real. Meeting Pac, and then at that time I was smoking a blunt with Tupac.
You smoked a blunt with Pac.
With Pac.
We can stop right here.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. So we have Florida legend, Tampa legend, Tampa Tony in the house. You can follow him on Instagram at I am Tampa Tony. I'm just gonna say this. The drug thing to me is weird because it seems like you only sold the drugs to fuel your record career. Like you were trying to just make music.
That's it.
When we return, we're going to toast it up. We got some drinks in here. We got my bartender. I want to know a couple of things. I want to know what would have happened to Tampa Tony if the drug situation hadn't come into play. And I also want to know about his invention.
Can I ask my question too?
Yes, you can. When we return, I'm ramping up to go to break. That's how we do it.
Oh, that's what. Okay, I get it.
Man, wow.
We got a lot going.
Yeah.
I saw this interview you did with this podcast here in St. Pete. And these guys sitting there, two white dudes, they sitting there asking you a bunch of questions. And the one guy goes, you talking about MC Nasty and all that. And they go, so this was before Instagram. It was the 80s, man.
There was no such thing.
There was no social media.
It wasn't no social media.
This is amazing.
Like, yeah.
It was like 20 years before that.
I'm like, bro, like when I was talking to him, he was like, man, you don't mind me asking? I was like, I done did my time. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I'm on
But
probation.
seems like that's all they wanted to talk about. But
yeah, so they went. It was like social media. When I say, bro, it wasn't no such thing as a social media. Like we had to go door to door with flyers and and CDs. Yeah, we had the promotion. We had to have a staple gun and the nail gun and hitting all the street team.
Oh, really?
Like I started out as a DJ, but I was a street team for Nasty and Crazy.
Wait, DJ Nasty?
No, MC.
MC.
It did Cadillac. Yeah, he had another big record called Gold Digging Girls. Gold Digging Girls, driving me crazy. Yeah, this was way back before Kanye even thought about rapping. You know what I mean?
Really,
Yeah.
So, but these are all Florida, like.
These are all Florida artists. These was like big Florida artists. Like, this back in the bass days. Like Luke. You had Two Live Crew. You had.
But Two Live Crew was the pinnacle. Like they were like the largest of the Florida groups.
Yeah,
right?
they was a lot. Yeah, they was the most well known. But it's a lot of them that was up under, like Young and the Restless. They had the Poison Ivy, the B Girls. You had a lot of Gucci Crew too. You had Gigolo Tony.
hey, now where's Gigolo Tony from?
I don't know. He from I think he from Fort Lauderdale.
I heard he lived here for a little while.
I heard that too, but I never seen him. I haven't seen him since back then, bro.
Okay.
I haven't seen Gigolo Tony since back then.
Cross
Beatmaster Clay D.
I used to go to church with Clay D.
Clay D in Houston.
Is it?
Yeah, he in Houston now. Yeah.
Man.
I didn't use it. I haven't seen it.
And all of that, give me a bottle and all that.
Give me a bottle.
Yeah,
give me a bottle.
So you used to come down to Fort Myers.
Yeah.
Man, I'm going to tell you, man, you used to date this girl
It's good,
that
man.
lived
Yeah.
in Fort
I
Myers,
like
did
you
you?
say the same
Yeah,
thing.
see, listen, it's
balances it out really nice.
see when I was coming to Fort Myers.
Yeah, it really is. Dude.
It's another story behind that. See, that was Plies and Gates bringing me down there. Then.
Okay.
So that's how we established the relationship way back then. You know what I mean?
I was trying to. I'm gonna tell you what I think happened one night. There's a club down there called Club Cache. And this is 2003, 2004, maybe somewhere in there. And there's a girl we used to hang out with. I can't think of her name. I think you came down there with her just like a regular guy. You just went to the club one night.
Yeah.
And she was like, "Yeah, I met Tampa Tony on Black Planet." That sound familiar?
No, we
Black
wasn't.
Panther was
Black Panther, it was popping back then. Yeah.
That might not have been you then.
No,
That
it
might
probably
have
was
been
not.
somebody else.
No. I had a chick down there though, but all of us was. It was like Gates used to bring me down for everything. You know, him and Plies used to bring me down. That's when Plies had the record. Tell them crackers that.
Yeah. I was
That was
down
a-
there for all of that.
Yeah, that was his first. That was his first record.
Yeah, you don't like managing?
You know, at this age, maybe I like it a little more. Back then, I wasn't ready.
Yeah, yeah, managers, man, like, because it really does.
When
I
did
just
you
made
know
it
you would
respect
get
and I
out?
earned it. Yeah, I was like 23.
Like you heard you talking about some things
It's a lot,
happening.
man.
When did you know?
Yeah.
You working like 60 hours
I had a
still
like
get salary and
Exactly.
half the time.
2016. I didn't know like 2016.
So there were times when I had big.
I had a prior weed charge that I had from like before I went in, and they vacated it. So that
Literally waking up, getting ready to
the
go
federal court had to drop my sentence from a life to 20 years.
Whatever.
So that had happened, but at the same time, I was doing the clemency. So I told the lady the lawyer that they gave me for the clemency, I told her, listen, it's a lot of other people that need your help.
Oh, okay.
So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna just fall back because I got this, and I'm expecting instead of giving me 20, I'm thinking it's gonna kick me right out. But the prosecutor, because I wouldn't tell, was like, "Nah, I'm not re-sentencing you or nothing. I'm just gonna drop you down to 20 years." So then I gotta call the lady and tell her, "Listen, they ain't gonna let me out. They just gave me 20 years, so I still want to do the clemency."
Right.
So she was like, "I don't know I'm gonna be able to do it." She was like, "Me call my boss and see." And at that same time when they do that, they snatched me off the compound because I can't be in a penitentiary because my sentence went from a life to 20.
Okay, right. I see what
So
you're
my
saying.
custody level went down. So they sent me wait. Yeah, so I had to go to in the hole for a week. And then when I get out the hole, they sent me to the low. And that's when I finally get in contact with her. She was like, where you been? I was like, man, they took me from the penitentiary to the low. So now, okay.
Did you meet Obama?
Was it?
No,
Did you know in 2015 that you were getting out?
2016.
You didn't know in 2015. Okay,
No,
that's important.
Like, I'm clean. I'm hype. I'm right. Anything I do. Damn, it's tight, but damn.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're listening to Tampa Zone. Tampa Tony, the king of Juke City. We have him in the studio. He's telling us about his life, the ups and the downs. And welcome to the show.
Yes, sir.
I got to tell you, man, your story is pretty incredible. And I can't imagine getting a life sentence and how you have to process that.
Yeah.
And then if somebody talks about a possibility of getting out, man, you probably think they're messing with you.
Yeah, man. You know, it's so many guys in there, man, that they got like 10 life sentences. It's a guy that I was real cool with. He came in when I came in. This guy had 20-year sentences running wild.
20
years.
20 year sentences.
Yeah, and
That's like extra.
Is my math
And-
400?
That's his whole family.
That's his whole. Listen, 20-year sentences, and they had it. It's not running consecutive.
Right.
It's
But
running.
now, what did he do? Now, just I mean, what did they?
It's
say
all
he
drugs.
did? Oh,
It's
just
all
drugs.
drugs.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it wasn't running concurrent. Like if you do 20 and all 20 go, it's running consecutive. So that means he do 1 year, and he got 19 more to go.
Start the clock again, huh?
Okay.
And that one all he had 20-year sentences running wild, and he had 5 life sentences on top of
So
that.
after the 2020, then you can start your life.
Then he can start the life sentences.
You ain't going
That's
nowhere.
almost trolling for real.
Yeah, it's just- it's
we're gonna
just
dig
crazy.
you up and just
Writing stuff on a piece of paper.
Yeah.
right. That's all it is. It's just All right, that is special.
Can I give him a question now?
Well, before you do that, Spike, we're gonna drink, man. I want to say something. He's not running out. He didn't get locked up at night. Now he's a free man.
You gonna be here a minute?
Yeah.
Yeah, yes, sir. I'm gonna be here. I ain't going nowhere.
Okay, so my bartender Brian Kingsky's here. He's been patiently waiting. He's been whoa.
Whoa.
I'm gonna dump that. What I was saying. He's been whipping up some fabulous concoctions for us, some cocktails. All right, Brian, what do you have for us this evening?
All right, so this is what you're gonna need.
Okay.
You got the Tito's because everybody's got to have the Tito's in our house,
Ooh.
right?
So we want to shout out to St. Pete Sam for providing the Tito's.
Absolutely. Thank you to St. Pete Sam for the Tito's. Classic handmade vodka. Definitely something everybody in this town knows about. Now, the secret I'm going to give you is the St. Germain's elderflower liqueur. Now, there are some other elderflower liqueurs out there. Personally, I really like Bowls, one of the best. But you have this in your house, you're good. We call it hot sauce.
Okay, hold it up. I get called hot sauce quite a bit myself.
Bartender's hot sauce. Something don't taste right,
Ooh.
put this on it and make it taste better.
This is the cheat code.
This is it, man.
cheat
This is
code.
what's going to get you
Once
close.
again, what is this? Because we're building off of Tito's vodka.
Elderflower liqueur.
Elderflower liqueur.
Liqueur.
All right, so this drink here is 4 ingredients.
Okay.
Tito's, I do about 1.5 ounces. Saint Germain liqueur, the elderflower liqueur, is about 1/2 ounce.
Okay. Half ounce of that. You hear that, Tony?
Yeah.
Half ounce. Okay.
Half ounce.
Okay.
The rest of the way is just a floral forward Prosecco and Sprite over ice.
What's this Prosecco now?
Prosecco is just like a champagne almost.
Little champagne.
A little bubbly.
Okay.
Okay, I'm real.
I love bubbly.
This is the point of this. I'm usually a Hennessy guy.
They got apple pear forward ones. This one's a little more floral forward.
Okay.
So it pairs well with the elderflower. You get it?
Okay.
Is this a summerish type of? Is this something that the ladies are gonna like?
I think this is just for the ladies, personally.
Oh.
That's what I wanted. I wanted something that can.
This
kinda-
is going to get you closed, man.
All right.
I got you.
Here's the thing, Tony, and I'm glad you're here because I'm single man now. So
Okay.
I'm out here. I'm entertaining the ladies.
Okay,
I play
okay.
a little bit of your music around them because you get right to the point.
Yeah, you know that.
All right. So let's try this here and let's just see what we think here. What do you have a name for this? What are we calling this?
You know, I was messing around with it last night. It's got a lot of lemon in it. I was thinking the Soul Brother Lemon.
Ah,
get it.
okay.
Yeah.
They
Look at this.
jooking. They jooking. They looking.
Hey. All right.
So, is it cool for a man to drink this?
Absolutely.
This is like a fancy lemonade.
So if I'm walking,
Absolutely.
if I'm walking around the bar,
It's full liquor plus champagne.
Okay.
It's a lot of liquor in
but I'm
there.
thinking, this is for
A lot of liquor.
For the
They're
female.
going to say, you can't even taste the alcohol.
I will tell you. Think about this. It's kind of light, and you could definitely eat something spicy with this.
Yeah.
It would pair. It would pair very well.
Yeah, absolutely.
Whoa,
It's a sneaker. It's a sneaker.
That's for sure.
All right, now this is really tasty. What do we call it again? I didn't hear that.
Soul Brother Lemon.
The
Soul
Soul
Brother
Brother
Lemon.
Lemon. All right, I'm
If
gonna
I walk in J Wells,
J Wags.
Yeah.
J Wells,
J Wags.
J Wags.
Yeah.
Say, I need a Soul Brother Lemon. You got me?
No, I'm going to make you something else, man.
Right now, yeah.
No,
Yeah.
see, what I'll do
This is just for the show.
I already have the Tito's. I'll go get the other ingredients, have them on deck, and now I have a drink in my arsenal.
Yeah.
When a lady wants a little something, you can give her a vodka and cranberry or something. But when you whip out something in crafts, hey, I got you. You like lemon? I got something
Got
for
this.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make it a shot like this. You know. Look, I got 3 drinks I'm gonna make, and it's gonna put it in shots, and we're gonna take shots of
You're
it.
setting them up with 3 out the gate.
Yeah, that's how you do that.
Boom, boom.
All right.
See, that's how you do that.
I got a little something special for you, too, guys.
Okay. Oh, wait, we got another drink?
I got something for you.
Okay, let's do it.
It's an easy one. Hang on one second.
He's gonna make that drink, and then we'll get back to Tampa Tony. You have a question for Tampa Tony?
Yeah, Tampa Tony. How did you get on President Obama's radar? Do you know?
Well, my lawyer that I had, she was dynamite, man. She was dynamite.
So she said, I know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody.
Yeah, because we was on a deadline, and I mean, like, we was running thin.
Right?
Like, the last day, she was like, I don't know if I got it in or not. So just hope that my connects made the connection.
You know the story, when you research your story, it doesn't read like that. It reads like he was sitting in, he was rapping, he sold drugs, they locked him up, and Obama got him out.
Yeah.
But this sounds like there was a lot of moving parts to make this happen.
It's a lot of moving parts.
And that had to be even more stressful when you're probably still trying to say, well, how do you compartmentalize? I don't want to get my hope up too much, because I still have to brace myself for this long ride.
Yeah. You know,
you're doing both at the same time.
Yeah, it's another world there. Like, you can't think about what's going on out here and live in there. Not in the penitentiary.
I've always thought I wouldn't want to see anybody.
Yeah. You don't want to, because it's a whole, like, it's another world inside the world. It's like it's gang related. The whole penitentiary. It's like
whether you want to be in one or not.
Whether you want to be in one or not.
Well, I've only been in the county, but in prison, is it really like segregated? Like, whites have to be with whites, blacks have to be with blacks.
Like this is.
Why can't I go the Muslim route?
Yeah.
Now you can go to the Muslim is like the biggest gang.
Oh.
What? But if I'm cool with them,
no, you got it. No, you can't be. You got to be either with them or you're not.
Can you be independent?
You can be independent, but the guys that be independent, they don't make it too long.
Oh, moderate. No.
Like you got to get with somebody.
You got to be with somebody.
Side.
Oh, okay.
You got to get with a side. You got to be if you're not in the gang game,
right.
So they call it cars. So you might have the Florida car, the DC car, or you might have the Georgia car. So it's just like each state is a car.
Did being Tampa Tony help you out at all while you were inside?
It kind of like pushed me to the forefront. More like
in a good way or bad way?
In a good, bad way. Like,
so you got a lot of recognition, but people wanted to try you.
So yeah, you got to be like the shot caller. Like, okay, look, we're gonna push you to see if you gonna go, because there's a lot of wars that go on in there. And if you do prove the point, then okay.
But did you tell them, yeah, my music was about dancing and have a good time, man?
They didn't want to hear that.
They didn't care about that. They like about juking, man. I had a dance.
That's what they were saying. Yeah, you was juking. Yeah, huh? Take these two knives.
Start juking.
Yeah, start juking.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Second question. I say, I don't know if you say you don't smoke no more, but so if I lick your hand, is it just like me smoking with Tupac?
It might be still like it's still there from like.
It's like I haven't washed the hand ever since.
Yeah.
All right, we're getting ready. Brian has something else for us here, but before that, you have an invention.
Yeah.
Tampa Tony is the inventor, and this makes this story a little bit more complex too. He's the inventor of the splitter.
The splitter.
You can go on Instagram at DA Splitter, SPLITTA. What does the splitter do?
The splitter, it splits the blunt down the middle.
My man.
I like that.
And that was a part of the plan too.
That was a part of the plan.
The part of the plan was not selling drugs. The part of the plan, I know.
Yeah.
The part of the plan was to use the drug money to fund the radio career. Yes, it is. To fund the rap career, but to make, how much was the goal? You wanted to make how much?
All I wanted to make was just $1 million.
$1 million.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I remember when I was younger, we had to like split it with our fingernails.
Yeah.
You know, I know people still do it today, and we use razors and stuff like that.
But you want that precision.
You want that precision cut, like right. I just take it through and slide it right through, and it splits down the middle.
Oh, nice.
Right.
Like now, it's so many companies that's out now that has taken it.
Okay, well we're gonna talk about. Let's hold it right there.
Yeah.
Tampa Tony's in the house.
Actually, we still got 14 minutes. We're behind the break, so we still got the.
We were behind the break.
Yeah, so we can still go up to the 14 after.
Let's take the shot. Oh, I'm sorry. Is it a shot?
My man, you know.
What's up?
My man, you know what we do every time I see you.
Oh my goodness, man, you telling on me? Don't just
A little bit of that French cognac.
a little cognac. Let's get it going.
Grand Marnier.
All right, let's get these shots going.
A lot of people in town might think this is my signature.
No, you just like to get people on that Grand Marnier.
This is it. That's all I drink.
What do I tell you every time you get me to drink a Grand Marnier? What do I say?
For my Haitians.
I don't know
all
why
they drink on that island.
Every Haitian, I didn't say on the island. I said at Fort Myers. All the Haitians I know, they love some Grand Marnier.
You know, it's kind of funny because my dad, he doesn't drink, but he drinks Grand Marnier.
All right, so I ain't that far off.
But he probably sips it.
Oh yeah, he sips it.
Yeah, he got that
Well,
kind
he's
of
so
time.
close.
With like one ice cube in there.
One ice cube, and
Yeah.
that's just.
He's like Papa, you know.
Oh man, I love to have a drink. Okay, we're gonna do this. We're not gonna take a break.
No, we're not gonna take it.
Well, let's have the drink. Let's have the shot. Let's salute Tampa Tony.
Right.
Spike, you got another intrusive question?
Yeah, I'm saying like, actually, this is defending me.
Uh-oh.
You said the splitter. What's the name of the splitter? D splitter.
This
The
is his
splitter,
big invention.
Kind of like the guy that called D Ray.
Okay. Anyway, that's just Tampa. You had already if your whole goal was, I understand being in love with being a rapper. Anytime I look at my bank account and it ain't looking right, I go, I could have been a rapper. I could have been. I worked at a radio station.
Yeah.
I knew the game.
Yeah.
Like at this point, okay. So you were rounding second base with the splitter.
Yeah.
And you were almost headed home. The third base coach was waving you home, and you could have legit made the money legit that you were making on the streets and just being Tampa Tony, the rapper. Do you think what would have happened if the drugs were not a part of your story?
If the drugs would have not have been a part of the story, it probably would have been a little bit longer, but it would have happened.
Okay. And do you think of what would have happened if you wouldn't have got caught?
If I wouldn't have got caught, I'd probably be at I probably have more followers than Instagram got.
You were on a path. You were on a
Everything that they doing now, I was ahead of that. You know what I mean? So I was like, as soon as the social media would have came, I would have been the guru of the whole social media.
Wow.
You have been the common Jay-Z then, right?
Man, that's Tampa Tony. When I was in Fort Myers, all I knew about Tampa was Tampa Tony. I mean, the best name ever. Unless you live in Alabama.
Yeah.
Speaking of names, Big Money said.
Oh man, that's
what does Big Money said? What does he mean to you? And that came from
that
the
is
concept.
that is like a brother.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we lost him, and I was still in when he passed.
Mm-hmm.
Big Money said was one of the brothers that he was there through the whole transition from me DJing. We DJ'd together.
Right.
He was working at the radio station, but he also was a DJ as well for bass style DJs. He was there through the whole transition for me from DJing into rapping.
Right.
You know, and supported every aspect of it. You know what I mean? And it hurt him when I went to prison because he like, why?
Was he like a business partner to you?
Yeah, he was like a big brother.
Okay.
You know what I mean? He was like, why?
Yeah.
Like, you just, all you had to do is just be patient. You know what I mean? But you know when you're younger and you're like, okay, well I can take this and make this.
Was it easier? Was it easier route for you?
Yeah, it was easier because you know you got I'm being a father.
Right.
I'm being a husband because I was married at the time.
Oh wow.
You know, I'm the record label. I'm the inventor. You know what I mean? So
you basically, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong. You were following Master P's blueprint at that time.
Yeah, that's the whole. That was
on
my whole
everything.
thing. On everything.
It's funny how you come full circle, and in 2019, everybody's talking about ownership now. You were talking about that 20, 30 years ago. Yeah,
30 years ago,
Uh-huh.
bro. So it's like, and then getting out right now is like the perfect timing for me. Like everything, like with the Tom G City Boy record, him and Lil Duval and Chameleon blowing up the way it is. It's like it just opened the doors for the Juke City.
I don't know if you've ever heard this. Here is Tom G in 2015. Remember I kept asking you about 2015. Did you know you were getting out? Did you know you were getting out in 2015? You said no, you didn't. So I'm going to play this clip from Tom G.
What about Tampa Tony? Any word on him? Well, as I know, Tony doing good. I ain't really talked to Tony. I haven't really wrote him or nothing. But that's the big homie, you know but love and respect and homage. Tony doing good though. I always said Tony was smart. I feel like Tony gonna come up out of that some kind of way. Like, you know what I'm saying? I always said like big homie, he just come up with like splitters. you know what I'm saying, and $1 million ideas and shit, they come up out of that prison. They like, you know, he got a lot of sympathy right now, but I don't think he's gonna stay like that. I think he's gonna come up out of it.
That's in 2015.
Yeah.
Tom G saying he hadn't really been in contact with you, but he thought, man, you're so smart. This guy ain't gonna stay in.
Yeah.
He believed that you were gonna get out.
Yeah. And what's so crazy, like, I hadn't even talked to Tom the whole time I was down. You know what I mean? I kept contact with a very few, you know what I mean? Like
Right.
my brother and Head Buster. But I hadn't talked to Tom.
But like you were saying, when you're in, you
yeah,
don't really want to.
You don't want to, you know what I mean? But I always, like, even when I call Head Buster, I will always ask him about what's going on out there. He'd be like, bro, why are you asking me what's going on out there? Man, what about the appeal?
Yeah.
You know, what about the case?
Stay
And I'm like, bro,
focused.
don't even worry about that. That's taken care of. Like, I got it in my mind. It's already set that it's going to happen.
Right. Well, there were people that believed in you and were literally seeing you with a life sentence go, oh, no, he's not going to stay.
Yeah,
He's not going to
yeah.
stay.
Like, he not gonna stay
He'll
in there,
find a
man.
way out.
Yeah.
Let's do this shot then. Here,
Yeah,
let's
yeah.
do this. What do we have here? Little Grandma Yang?
Little Grandma, yeah, man.
Little Grandma
Tony, what
never
I
heard
think
it.
is crazy is I knew the stipulations of you going in, but had no idea about the stipulations of you coming out.
Oh, man.
Like, I knew you were out.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I grew up in Tampa, so
Yeah.
you're like a local celebrity, obviously. We all love you, but, man, I had no idea that the president had pardoned you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, where's my ear to
My
the
president. Hey, here's the Tony and Obama. All right.
Cheers.
Woo.
Grand Marnier.
Tony, what's the deal now? Like, what do you like? You still have the passion for the music?
Love it.
Right.
Right
So,
back.
Are you what's it called when you producing people now? Or are you doing your own thing?
I'm doing my own thing right now. Then next year about this time, the whole Tampa gonna be out. I'm gonna push the whole Tampa out.
All right. Now you are the king of Tampa juke music.
Yeah.
Explain juke if you could explain it to somebody.
Juke is dancing. It's like it's
Juke
not.
juke is slang. For
It's
dancing.
slang for dancing,
Right.
but it's a type of dance that we do in Tampa. Like, you know, he can be a killer, you know, he can be a drug dealer, he can be cool, but when the music come on, he gonna juke.
You're gonna be
Right.
smooth.
He gonna be smooth with it, you know what I mean? That ain't gonna be all this excited, all this extra stuff, but he gonna be real smooth with it, you know?
We need to get a video. You know, you maybe get a guy like Spike on the mic.
What?
We can make a. I'm just saying we can make a video.
It's the Grand Marnier.
It's Spike, man. Listen, Spike will interrupt me when I'm introducing him. That's all I gotta say about Spike.
That's,
So what
yeah.
can we expect from the new music?
Oh man,
Like, what's the
music-
newest stuff that's out now? If people want to go, they know Keep Jukin', they know some of the other hits, but they want to hear some more recent stuff.
The new stuff is I got No Feelings. I got another record, No Man with me and Cristal.
I tried. Let me tell you, man. I tried hard to edit the No Feelings, and I'm gonna tell you, man. I'm looking at you. You seem like you're in a better space now.
Yeah.
I'm saying I saw No Feelings. I was like, whoa.
Ain't radio
This
friendly.
must be fresh out. Let me just get this one out here, and then we'll get back to juking. There was no juking in that. But No Man.
No Man.
No Man by Tampa Tony, not featuring Cristal.
Cristal, yeah.
I like the vibe.
Yeah.
And I like where you're going. And I'm going to tell you what what I like about 2019.
Mm-hmm.
You can still be a viable rapper and have a thriving hip hop career in your 40s, in your mid 40s, in your late 40s, and guys that are in their 40s like me appreciate being able to listen to guys my age that I can listen to and go, man, there's still something out there where I can listen to it and I don't feel like I'm trying to be something that I'm not.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing.
Grown
It's
man
like
rap.
Grown man rap. You know, it's like the kids are adopt to it, but it's so much mumble rap and they so brainwashed by the mumble rap. You know what I mean?
Oh.
You know, and no disrespect, I love music. Period.
No, but some disrespect would be good.
But it's like,
What do you think about snitches? 6ix9ine in the news.
yeah, you know, it's like anybody that's gonna be bodyguarding him, this gonna get yourself insurance, get your family insurance, and all that, man, because they're gonna need it.
A lot of these kids, though, you know, they grew up watching Scarface, and they don't seem to remember the end.
Nah,
Everybody remembers the good part.
Yeah, they just remember the good parts.
And they don't realize that you can't really. Okay, like for instance, full disclosure, and these guys laugh at me all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I just finished watching Narcos like 2 weeks ago.
Okay.
You don't know
They
about
can't laugh at you. Huh?
They laugh at me because I'm looking like, what happened? Can we get this cracking again? What is going on? Anyway, but it's a different time now.
Yeah.
If you were Tampa Tony, young man again, you just saw your equivalent of your MC Nasty, and it motivated you now. What would you do differently?
What I do differently now that the way things are right now in this time, I wouldn't do that. Like I wouldn't have to sell drugs because of the platform of social media.
Social media would replace whatever clout you were trying to get.
It replaces everything. Like the whole digital, world has replaced everything. You know what I mean?
The street hustle kind of thing.
Yeah.
Speaking of street, I even hear people say the streets are dead. That the internet is the new streets.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, you see people on there, hey man, you loud pack. I got gas and all on the internet on social media, Snapchat. They don't care.
Live streaming.
Yeah, they live streaming, showing pictures of it and everything. So it's a new thing. Yeah, it's
So is street cred dead now?
It's not dead.
You can fake it.
But you can. It's like Instagram. You can be whatever you want to be on Instagram.
But I want to be a hard thug. I have to be it on the internet, on the social media. I can't really be it in the streets, and then people say, "Yo,
you're gonna need a new shirt."
But the thing is, see, this is the thing. With them being such a hard thug on Instagram, they don't know where no hood at. So they don't have to go to no hood. So they ain't got to answer to nobody. So they'll just avoid them in all aspects.
Here's the other thing, too, with social media these days. The hard thugs can get on social media and they'll get clowned with all that hard stuff. Like a guy that will shoot you for real, they'll be like, where you going, fool?
Like they'll tell Suge Knight, sit down somewhere, right?
Yeah, and it's so crazy. Like, it's like they really in a cartoon land.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they live in that, and people buying into it.
They actually believe that hype, huh?
They believe the hype. They buy into it all the way.
Just mute, unfollow, block, you know.
That's it.
Come on.
Yeah.
And then you got people that'll clown you that got no follow. Like, they just make up a fake page and just, I don't like you. I don't like your music. You ain't real.
Okay.
You know.
Well, here's what we're gonna do. We have Tom G in the house. We have my bartender Brian from J-Wags in the house. When we return, we're gonna shift this conversation into. I think Tom. Well, I already know that Brian is a great guy to get some single man advice from. Yeah, I get a lot of good advice from him. But I listen to a lot of your music, and it seems like you might be a man that frequents the gentleman clubs.
Yeah.
And I think being newly single, me and JR are trying to figure out where the black women at.
Yeah.
I need some advice from a perspective of, I'm out here now. Where do I need to go?
Oh yeah, that's no problem. Oh, you got Club Hush.
We go.
Okay.
I'm talking about regular women too.
Oh, okay.
9 to 5 with a big booty.
Okay, I got you.
Take it back home.
I got you.
Tease, or
Yeah, I got you.
It's
No
good,
problem.
You know, and we'll talk about that because we still. We might be old, but we haven't thrown in the towel. Yeah, y'all right. It's the liquor.
And your Twitter's also I am Tampa Tony.
Yeah.
Give me all of that. Give me all of that when we do that. See, you can drink on the air. You just can't be drunk on the air.
Yeah, I get that.
I'm not drunk.
No, we're good.
Drinks?
Still dry.
And it's called the splitter.
The splitter, yeah.
SPLITA.
Yeah.
You didn't get that?
I did.
Lisa,
Nobody else
that
did.
shit was funny. JR, what that
KJ Cola 2727, what up?
Say what I don't. And you guys trying to be funny now.
Nah, man. Get all your questions in, JR.
I got you, I got you. I was just trying to update the social media.
Fredo Live, what up?
I got you though.
It's just wild meeting you guys too. Like I've heard
The
your
music says.
You know what's kind of funny? I've
My
been to
life,
JY's
what's
so I
happening?
probably didn't meet you, but I was just like,
What would you know about a cold nacho? Wow. Fredo, what up?
Oh, yeah, awesome.
yeah. I've been there a couple times. Actually.
No man.
Better than that. To me,
Oh, I like
And you
that.
got like a lot of your.
I like that.
I like
And
that.
everybody's
And take it back.
Yeah.
now you know me.
I got Take It Back and I like that.
Okay.
But
Edit the hell out. Had to edit the hell out of them.
But to take it back is clean.
Yeah, that one is. I edited the hell out of.
Like that? Like that?
Take it. No.
Gotcha.
No feelings.
Yeah, no feeling. Yeah, no feeling.
And man, the Tom G, man, he said nigga and shit. He was like, nigga, he was like, and shit, man. He was cool with that shit and shit. And you couldn't even understand it. He was saying shit so fast. I was just laughing.
But a lot of people heard it. They heard that clip though. So.
Yeah, had you heard that? You heard
Yeah,
that?
I hadn't heard it. Like I didn't hear it until.
I heard that. I looked at the time and I was like, man, he was just like,
Yeah.
You know,
on something that you're fantasizing about, or probably not fantasizing. Like, oh, it now, you know.
Yeah.
And you look at. I know a guy who got busted with 41 kilos of cocaine.
I told him not to be
before the Reagan law.
somebody got hit.
Hit and run.
Before the Reagan laws hit.
Hold,
He's free.
right there.
But he, let's just say I don't believe his name is his name.
Yeah.
I'll just say that
Yeah.
to this day.
Yeah.
His name ain't his name.
It's Christmas Eve.
But he was talking about how racist the laws were, the disparity between the coke and the
Yeah.
child in the
Yeah,
rocks, and
that's
how
the first
he was like,
Yeah,
man, I know
okay,
I got away easy.
Fly off the rail.
Yeah, and I remember she had a bad. And I was like,
Cried
talking
the
with her,
wrong
like,
at the right
I think
time,
I bought her up.
basically.
Yeah.
She was
Yeah.
nice, so she was more attentive to me.
You got to pull it back.
You want to come back with which one? I like that or take it back.
Either one. Either one.
Okay.
Yes, either
We'll
one.
probably end up playing both of them.
Incredible savings and sunset
I gotta ask you, yo.
Oh, you have a
plus
Twitter?
every new kid
Splitter.
comes with a 10-year, 100,000
Splitter.
mile limited powertrain warranty.
Yeah, I know, yeah, I
Worry
get
your
it.
credit
Facebook works for me.
exactly.
Instagram.
Bring it home
I always ask my wife when
you can
something's
be
going
approved
on.
for your new kid.
So she can do it. Have fun. Hey, is there anything funny on Snapchat today? Let me know.
Hey, you want to give out any social media?
I gave him my Instagram and
Okay. What is it? No, I mean I want to be able to say it.
Mr. Burnt Reynolds.
Mr. Burnt Rim.
Yeah, that's Italian style for you.
Yeah, but you're not a no.
I'm not.
So stop.
It's a pretty epic name.
Stop messing around.
It's not
with
Mr.
that.
Burnt Reynolds
That's
01
no
or Mr. Burnt Reynolds 05 or anything like that.
Can I take a picture with you?
Yeah.
Spike, can you take a picture real quick? Yeah.
Yes, y'all did.
Ladies, one hand in the sky if you know it's good. Drop it down low if you know it's good.
Mike,
Now back it on up like a Tatiana. Take it back. Take it back.
yeah, can you hear me? Mike, you gotta talk, man, bro.
Take it back. Take it back.
We're not on that subject right now.
All that ads in that truck. I can still hear the beat like it backing up.
Are you listening to the show?
Trying to get a nut. You just a bit butt trying to get a buck.
Yeah.
Gotta have a strong back to carry all that. Thing in reverse, back it up slow.
Tampa Tony.
Yeah. All right, what's your name? You gonna talk to him about that?
It's Sober the Kevin Show, 102.5 The Bomb. We're having a good time in the studio. My personal bartender, Brian Kinski's in the house, making up some delicious drinks for us, serving up a couple of shots, and, just being a cool guy. And Tampa Tony,
Yes, sir.
a Florida legend. All right, before we go any further, if you had to have a Mount Rushmore of Tampa rappers, who's on that Mount Rushmore? Who are the legends in Tampa?
The legends in Tampa. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna start with Bad and Crazy. Crazy Solo.
How far back you going?
I'm going way back.
Way back.
I'm going way back all the way to the front.
Before the Howard Franklin?
Yeah, before,
How far back you going?
yeah. I'm gonna go back to Smooth, MD Smooth.
Okay.
That was golly, that
All
there's
right,
so many.
you going back a lot. So
I'll go
this
back. Yeah, I just go back. You know what I mean? Then I bring it forward. I go to Tom G, Rated R.
Rated
For
R.
sure.
Okay.
Yo, no, me and Rated R, we started again. You know, we was. It's a story that's.
I was wondering if all of y'all were cool.
See, me and Rated R, we been cool, but we was in two different DJ sets.
Right.
So it was always a beef. Like my first single that I ever had out was a record called "Pull That Choo Choo."
Pull that choo choo.
It was a train record.
Right.
Like I had the whole
What do you mean
Tampa.
a train record?
Like
What's
a train record. You know, like you remember when they had
Running a train?
yeah. You remember the "Come on, ride the train"?
Yeah.
But I had choo choo.
Shout out to Drew Garabo on that
Yeah.
train. Yeah.
So everybody had a train record. Luke had one. Disco and the City Boys, Quad City.
I used to work with Disco, DJ
Yeah.
JR. That's why I
Yeah.
Whoa,
DJ
slow down.
Yeah.
Disco the City Boy. Oh no, go ahead.
Remember, yeah, because
I didn't know that.
DJ JR, he was one of my.
Yeah.
He was like somebody who showed me the whole everything. He introduced me to disco after he got murdered.
Yeah, he got murdered. Yeah,
and
he got
after he got
stabbed.
murdered, that's why I took JR.
You
Okay.
did?
Yeah.
Yeah, you did tell me that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
That's awesome.
I used to work with Disco.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's my dude. That Disco, me and Disco go way back.
You know DJ Nails too?
Yeah,
Then you know DJ Baby Lack.
Yeah,
I know.
Baby
Love,
Lack,
no,
yeah.
definitely know
Baby
Baby
Lack, Florida.
Yeah.
Stay away from my daughter. Anyway, that Baby Lack kept me alive in Orlando.
Yeah,
I go
yeah.
to Cleo's and Wild Out, and they'd have to take me out of
Yeah.
the emergency exit.
Yeah.
But-
So I'm talking about, man. We go so. Rated R was a part of bass style DJs.
Yes, he was.
And me, Tampa Tony, was a part of Rocket Rod DJs.
Mm.
So Rocket Rod kind of had the whole Tampa. You know what I mean? We had Eminem DJs, DJ Red, Crazy, me. We had another Jid and Joe, Shotgun. So we kind of controlled the whole tape era. It wasn't no radio station back then, nothing but WTMP.
WTMT was the first station in Tampa to play local artists and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Well, no,
hip-hop?
88.5 was the first station in Tampa to play local hip hop.
Okay.
And then
Really?
WTMP came. Oh, wow. Yeah, and they kind of took over. Oh man, I'm so sorry, man. I apologize.
No, it's all
I can't
good.
even remember. It's a guy that paved the way back in the days too at 88.5, and I just can't. My memory is just so bad, bro. I can't remember. Somebody gonna hit me and tell me. Somebody hit me and tell me.
So let's talk about
Kenny G.
Okay.
Kenny K. My bad.
Well, you know
Kenny
the internet
K.
will correct you on anything.
Kenny K. Yeah, paid the way on the hip hop in Tampa. 88.5. I'm sorry, my bad. But yeah.
Let's get to the splitter.
Okay.
So you had this invention
Yeah.
before you were incarcerated.
Way
before. I remember this thing.
Yeah.
Now, what happened to that as you were going into your car? Because this was this thing was about to hit. There was some deals on the table.
Yeah, it was a lot of deals on
Then
the
you got
table.
busted.
Yeah, then I got busted. It was in High Times magazine.
Right.
Yeah. Then I got busted. Yeah, I was getting ready to sell the splitter for 1.5.
Now you would have been out.
I was for
$5 to spare.
I was for to be out the game. I was just gonna spend the 0.5 on the music and whatever.
Yep. Because that's what it was all about. Once again, it was all about the music. Yeah.
But I already had like at the time, I had done signed a production deal with Jim Johnson. Jim Johnson is a guy out of Miami, white guy. He done Leather So Soft. He did Predictable by Kelly Rowland.
Okay.
He did a lot of big records.
So you were gonna sign with him.
I had already signed a production deal with him, so it was like, okay, if I can make this sale, now I can clean up everything. Now I can just I can go ham. I can really show. I got the cash.
You got that patent down on it, huh?
Yeah, I got the patent on it. I got the patent. What happened was when I went to prison, by me being in prison so
Let me
long,
guess, they stole it.
Yeah,
they stole it.
There's a different variation almost. Yeah.
What they did was they did the exact variation, but they kept submitting. They submitted 4 times until they got a loophole.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
But the thing was, mine was abandoned because of the fees. You know, you have fees when you have a patent.
Nobody was there to keep it up.
Nobody was there, and nothing. Everything went to my old address, and it wasn't forwarded
So
to
they
me.
were able to slip in there.
So they was able to slip
We're
in.
gonna keep changing it until we find something y'all would accept.
Till they accept it, so
Right.
they accept it. But you know,
All right, so then you come back and you get control over it. And
so
you
now I'm in
reorganize.
litigation right now. So
So you can
Yeah.
so basically you can sue him and get the
yeah. So I'm in litigation right now with that right now. So it's gonna be, yeah.
All right.
So I'm
So
gonna get it.
let's make a hard transition. Let's talk about being single. I don't know if you're in a relationship. I don't know how you navigate that, being the man that you are on the scene.
Yeah.
But where, I'm 45-ish.
Mm-hmm.
Where are the women?
Listen, you got Touch Martini.
When you talking about strippers?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah,
No, this is a nice
That
club.
kind of sound like a strip club. Though.
No, Touch Martini is like that. Like,
Okay.
Oh, okay.
listen, they
I
got
ain't no
the.
sugar daddy now.
No, listen. You go to Touch
Yeah,
Martini.
no
You
sugar.
got all the girls with the nice, the
Touch, right.
6-figure, nice jobs and stuff like
Really?
that. Yeah.
Where's this touch at?
Touch Martini in Brandon, Florida.
You see, I don't know about all of this because I didn't cheat.
Yeah, see, all you gotta do is go to Touch Martini, man. They got from Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. They have a happy hour with a free buffet, crab legs and all. So crab legs and all that and shrimp. That bring all the job working women out. They all come out with that.
I shake a girl hand with a crab leg. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Okay, so what about what about the strip clubs?
The strip clubs. I like Hush.
All right, I've been to
They got a new one called G5 getting ready to open up.
a new one
Yeah.
of the ethnic persuasion.
Listen, the G5 used to be Hollywood.
Huh?
I know you remember Hollywood.
I remember
Everybody.
Yeah. I remember. Brian, I'm going to take you to Hollywood.
Yeah, but it's not Hollywood no more. It's
I know.
G5.
Can you get a pass out from
Yeah,
the old lady and she'll let
absolutely.
you go? Okay.
Yeah, if I drop your name, I won't.
Don't drop my name. We're gonna be anonymous.
Yeah.
That's
You
the
got
problem.
that.
Hey,
Yeah.
we're
And you
going
got
out.
Truth Lounge. That's another one. That's a real good one.
How do you navigate when people know your name and people will see you doing things even if you're not paying attention?
Yeah.
How do you navigate that and the people online and the hate and how does all that work?
I'm
for
a
you?
people person, and being in prison give you a chance to kind of mature. So you read a lot. You read a lot of things on how people handle certain situations, and I apply that to social media. Like anybody say anything crazy, I just don't answer. I go to their page and see they ain't got no followers. They ain't got nothing. They just saying
That's a
something.
waste of time.
Yeah, I'm just like, okay, that's your opinion. I don't even have to do nothing. Like my followers will get on them before I have to do anything. Like they'll get who are you?
Right.
Like why you going? That's a legend. Why you talking to him like that?
So people still have your back.
Yeah. So I don't have to do none of that. So I won't even address it. I just let it be. What it say? Everybody got their opinion.
You hear that, JR? Stop blocking people and going off on people on social.
Because you know what? This is what I learned. When you block them, 2 minutes later they back on your page.
Yeah, they find another way to get on.
Oh, they don't find another way. They just make up another page.
Yeah, but sometimes I like to make them go through the process.
You just want to make them go through. Wow.
It's fun. Yeah.
Just let them be who they are. Let them say what they want to say.
What if I don't like it?
Then make your page private.
Oh no, I can't. I'm just for the public.
See?
I see what you're saying. Take the hate with it. If I'm gonna take the love, I gotta
You gotta take the hate with
Yeah.
it. You gotta take the hate with it.
Mute the hate.
I mean, sometime I might.
You try to win them over sometimes.
No, sometimes I'd be a little petty, and I just
see
give them a little. I give them a little something like
Yeah, just a look, like
just a little
jab
something,
in the face.
just a
let
little
you know.
jab in the face.
Right.
Then they'll just come back with a whole bunch of messages, and I just won't answer them.
Okay.
Just aggravate them.
Brian, how do you
Yeah.
deal with the haters? What's your
Oh,
advice?
yeah.
Because you're a very peaceful dude.
Yeah, you can't let it bother you. It's just too easy.
Why are you always in such a great mood?
I mean, it probably comes with the industry, honestly.
Yeah, you hear
Something I
about it.
love
You-
doing.
No, but
What
like
you love
even
it-
off that, like your family, your wife is nice. Like, what's going on with that? Everybody's happy. You don't like that?
You reap what you sow, I guess. And I think it might be good for you guys if you just hired somebody to take care of the bad for you. And then you can enjoy all the good on your social media.
Dude,
And
being radio, they ain't got money like that.
We ain't got nothing. Brian, all I got is you. Man.
all it takes is a little baby bottle of Grand Marnier.
Can I tell you about this guy? Like, I don't know what it is. I didn't roll into his bar like I'm soul brother Kev. I never say who I am or whatever. I got introduced to him by a mutual friend.
From there, yeah.
He gives me what he calls the Jewish grandma walkout. Did I say it right?
The Jewish grandmothers, yeah, goodbye.
Homeboy, I'll pay my tab full price. He doesn't even give me any breaks or anything. And I tip. And he'll say, all right, Kevin, I'll see you later. Shake my hand. And then he'll walk around the bar walk me to my car and give me a big hug. Like, oh man, you get home safe.
I don't know about the big hug, man.
Oh, there was a hug. There was a hug.
A little tap up, maybe.
There was a hug and an embrace with like 2 fists in your back and the small of your back, like, yo, man, you my dog. You my dog. And then, like, don't be trying to let go. It's that kind of, you know, when you got your, well, it's the reverse. I'm the drunk one telling him not to go. You coming to the car, you getting in, you going to the crib. All right. But I appreciate that, dude, because it's, and
Little things like that mean a lot.
You could just tell.
Yeah. You
They
know
go
what
a
I'm
long
saying?
ways.
Yeah, it really does, man.
I just knew you. I was like, yo, this is something I can kick it with. It's easy.
Yeah. It's a vibe, man. You kind of feel you kind of feel people's
Perfect way to
vibes.
put it.
And you know what? He taught me something too. I love seafood,
Mm-hmm.
like most black folks. He taught me the low country boil in less than 6 minutes.
Explain.
Pressure cooker. Let me tell you something. If you're not ready to eat your low country boil right now, you might want to wait, because if the kickoff is in 10 minutes, I can have a low pressure cooker from everything being raw to ready to pour it out in less than 10 minutes. Am I right?
It's the instant pot, man.
It's ridiculous.
I'm calling foul on that.
Okay. You want to come over
And
to the house?
here's where I'm calling foul.
Bring your gator thongs. I know you got a gator thong. I know you do.
You gotta have my game.
Hey, I got a Bobby Brown. No, Bobby Brown.
Somebody gotta explain this low pressure boil.
It's a high pressure. It's not for you.
Oh, it's not.
No, it's not for you.
Okay.
All right.
You steam it under pressure with the butter and the garlic.
Come on.
Come on.
Yeah.
You
I don't
can't beat that.
have a pressure cooker.
Then you need to buy one, and you'll be in the game.
Merry Christmas, Spike. That's what you should ask Santa.
Tony, you a seafood guy? What?
Man, I love it, man.
Okay.
Yeah, I love it.
I mean, you in good shape. You working out. And
Yeah.
Okay.
I love it.
All right.
Oh, and I got some love on Twitter. Actually, at Ben Renner, Tampa Tony interviewed and needs to be on Feature Cut of the Day. I grew up listening to him. Glad to hear he's doing well.
Can I tell
thank
you? Can I tell you that having Tampa Tony here it's funny that it happened the way it did. Javon had you call in one time.
Yeah.
And I didn't know you and I didn't know anything, but I'm gonna tell you what happened then. We didn't want you to randomly call in.
Yeah.
We wanted you in. We wanted to do what we're doing now.
Okay,
we didn't want that. I was like, get him in here.
Yeah.
He's like, Tampa Tony out. And I'm like, get him in. I don't want to talk to him on the phone. He in Tampa.
And that's what we were saying. He's like, he's going to call now. I'm like, nah, man. Like, let him.
I was like, we talked to Seattle Tony on the phone. Tampa Tony?
Seattle Sean.
Yeah, you gotta. Yeah, exactly. But what I want to do more of on this show is this is a local show.
Mm-hmm.
This is what it is. I need you to know that I'm in St. Pete at 4th and 54th at the BP trying to make it here, and I'm late, and that's where I live here. So that's the thing, and I'm glad you're here.
Yeah.
But on another note, a buddy of mine called me 2 days ago, and he goes, Kevin, you know what you should be doing right now with content? You're in Florida, and we talk about Florida-based legends and Florida-based music. He said, you should be the DJ Vlad of Tampa, of Florida, and try to get all of these, because Kid Money from Splat Pack died the other day.
Yeah.
And the first thing I thought was, wow, his story needed to be told.
Yes.
It still needs to be told.
Yeah.
And that kind of thing. And when you put the camera down, I was telling Spike, because Spike is good with camera work, and Spike was trying to figure out why I didn't want the camera on me. And I go, no, I want the camera on Tony, and I'll just ask the questions. I'm still me. But it ain't about me. It's a feature.
Yeah.
It's a focus. And we don't have, you don't have any other, not radio formats or radio shows in this area that can give you this long form play out. And we talk about everything, and we sit down and bring a bartender in, he brings us some stuff. Only thing we're missing is a twerker.
Yeah, this is a beautiful set. I mean, I could have arranged that too.
Yeah. So the splitter, man, so it's still viable. You're going through some litigation.
Yeah, going through the litigation with the splitter. Hopefully, at the beginning of next year, man, next year gonna be a beautiful year regardless.
Well, when they come around with the splitter with that 1.5, that price went up now.
You already know.
Yeah.
You already know, man.
You gonna cash out this?
Yeah, I'm gonna cash out this.
You'll be able to make this one.
Yeah, I'm gonna make this one. Yeah, this one ain't gonna work. I guess in the litigation of it all, when we was going through litigation for the 1.5, when the guys heard that I caught the charge, they kind of like they backed all the way out. You
Yeah,
know what I
but-
mean?
yeah.
I just needed like, if I could have caught the charge 2 weeks later,
I didn't even talk about it.
you know what I mean, I would have went to prison with, you know,
Right.
with the
Fa-
1.2.
Fast forward, you're out of prison. You got
I'm
your
out of
life,
prison now.
You got
I'm
your
back.
life on track.
Yeah.
You're clean. You're free and clear. You're a free man.
Yeah.
And now we damn near legal everywhere.
It's damn near legal everywhere.
Yeah. So now all of a sudden you're relevant again.
I'm relevant again,
The
and I'm
music
back.
is coming?
Yes, sir.
All right.
Yeah, so I'll be in. I'm gonna catch the wave.
Man, we wish you the best of luck, dude. And I hope you consider us friends of the show.
Of
You
course.
a friend of the show, and
Yeah.
I think there's some other stuff that we can do in the future.
Yes, sir.
I wanna follow your story to the end as far as getting the music back.
Yeah,
Because us old dudes need to support each other.
yeah, ain't no question. Definitely.
Yeah.
Hey,
Definitely.
Tony, I always liked you. I
Okay.
just want you to know that, in case you hit that 1.5 plus.
Oh, I'm gonna hit that plus. I'm gonna shoot past
You've
that.
always been my favorite.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot
And
past
I
that.
want to do one last comment.
Go ahead,
People
yeah.
on the Bone Chat Room, I know obviously like you're kind of anti-Bone Chat Room, but Bone Chat Room is
I
like
never
with the live program that we have.
Oh, yeah?
And a lot of people are showing love too.
But then they showing love to me.
But no, they showing love to Tony.
No, I know. I'm just saying. You said it. Sorry, Tony. I ain't trying to hijack the segment. I know. I was trying to say. You say you know I don't love him.
Yeah, you don't. Get on, come on, man. Stand
So I ain't heard of that one yet. That's the Bone Chat Room.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
basically,
You don't wanna do it.
so Bone TV is what we offer online. So what you see
Okay.
behind you, like,
Like you on Bone TV right now.
Okay,
And they're
okay.
like, yeah, we like SBK tonight.
yeah, and that's exactly what they're saying. This is actually a great show. We love Tampa.
Damn, bro. That right there.
Look at number
Y'all
two.
need lube for that right there, Bone TV.
Look at caller number 2.
Number 2. Yeah, bro. You can eat a bowl of what I got in my hand.
But they love this show today, so I just want to put that out there.
That's good. That's good. Yeah.
Why you looking at me?
No, I'm just saying, it's your show.
No, no, man. Don't be saying it's my show like it's my show. Shout out to JR for arranging all this.
Yeah.
Not so much to Joe Vaughn.
Shout out
Brian.
to Tampa Tony for saving the segment, right?
Shout out from Tampa Tony. Shout out for you, Brian, for making all of this very
He definitely
lubricated.
did that.
It's my pleasure, guys.
He
Where,
definitely
where
did
can
that.
everybody check you out?
Hey, come see me anytime. I'm at JWags, 2312 4th Street North. Open till 3 a.m. every day. Full liquor. No nude. Sorry, guys.
Here's what's gonna happen. You know I love you, but in a minute, these fools gonna overrun the place, and I ain't gonna be able to get it done.
You might see
I've had it happen before.
the soul brother Kevin up there
No,
every now
no,
and again.
no. I am not. I'm there all the time.
Hey, if it helps me, I'm going to say whatever I have to.
Hey,
That's
let
right.
me tell you, I love the place so much now. I used to slow down to look through the window, and if I didn't see the hat, I kept rolling. Now I stop. But I will text him and say, what is your full schedule for this? I'm like, what is your schedule? So I can stop by and have a drinky poo.
Yeah, guys, come see me anytime. I'm always up there, usually from 8 p.m. to 3 a.m.
All right, I think we're mad late for breaks. We're going to come back and say goodbye. That's what I'm talking about.